So I wanted to look at film reviews from magazines, as I'm starting to create my own. So this one is from Empire magazine. So on this page there are 2 film reviews on one page. The pictures are quite small, and to the right hand side of the film titles, the film titles are both in the same font, a sans serif font, and they're both bold and bigger font than the rest of the writing. There are lots of these bars of just colour around on the film review. I think this is quite a good effect, and I might use this in my own film poster because I quite like it. So here we have like a mini fact file of like the film, where it's made, who directed it, the cast, etc., which I think is quite good, because if someone's just flicking through a magazine and they've heard about the film, no strings attached, they might just want to see who the director is and who's in it. So I like this feature, and I'll probably use it in my own. Above this is like a little slogan, so again, if someone's flicking through, they can just quickly read it. At the bottom, another feature, they have the star rating. So this one's 2 star, for instance, and this one is 3 star. Also, they have another feature called Verdict, which is just here, which is at the end of the actual review, and it's just giving like an overall verdict. So again, I think this is a feature for if people are just flicking through the magazine and they don't want to read the whole thing, they can just quickly read the verdict. So the pictures that they have picked, I think, show a lot about the film. Like, this obviously shows that there is a relationship going on between these two. So the picture I have to pick for my own film will have to be a suitable pick. The colours are fairly basic. There's a colour scheme of blue, black, and this mustardy yellow, which breaks all apart. And they have used capital letters a lot, like the title is all in capital letters, and just here all these words are in capital letters. And here again, beginning of the film review, capital letters, and the verdict is in capital letters, so I'm going to have to think about this. What I find interesting is here at the top, and here they've used slanted writing. So they haven't just used normal writing, they've used bold writing, italics, etc. So I'll have to think about that. Next film poster is also from Empire. It's slightly different. I think it's a slightly older one. So obviously the picture here takes up pretty much half of the film review, and it reveals each of the main characters, which I like. Again, the title stands out in bold black writing, and so it makes a statement, it makes it obvious, and if you're flicking through you can quickly see what film it is. At the bottom there is like a I've forgotten the word, like a slogan tagline to the film, and it's just basically a really quick description, like a tough British crime movie, so already you know it's a crime movie. So yeah. The review is fairly short and in 2 columns, whereas the other one was in 3 columns. Actually no, sorry, 4. So I can think about the layout and spacing, like do I want the picture to take up half of the page, or do I want it just a small picture like this? And do I want just 2 columns or 3 columns? I think because I'm going to be doing 2 reviews, I'm going to be doing LA Confidential and a review on my own film, I think I prefer this layout because it fits in more, whereas this is just one and actually it hasn't got a lot of information and writing in it. I do like this feature here, Go Further, and it's a bit blurry, but it talks about the actors and it tells you what page you can like look them up. So I like that, like just a little extra thing. If people are really interested in this film, it's just a little extra for them. There is a brief description here, just about like just about the characters in the picture, and the same with these two. So I think I'll have to include that in mine, because obviously if the person hasn't seen the film, they'd want to know who the characters are. Third one I looked at is from News Films. Sorry about that. Which is a double-page spread, again on Spider-Man, and again the picture takes up half of, well, just over half actually, of the whole review. So again, the font is big, bold and black, so it stands out to the audience. It then shows the rating, PG, in red, which links to the red up here. And the blue, there's a lot of blue, which seems to be common in film reviews. There's blue here, the font is blue here, and the titles are blue here. Obviously they've added red here because it matches to the colour of Spider-Man's suit, but it could also suggest like blood, death, violence. So I'd have to think about colours. So maybe in my film I could include a splash of red to show like love and passion. I liked this here, where the W is like bold and stands out. That reminds me of a newspaper, and I quite like that. Here there is like, it's quite blurry again, but like a little slogan quote from the film, which they have in italics, and which stands out and is in a bigger font. So again, if someone's flicking through, they could like quickly look at this. At the bottom they have the star rating, and again they have these like bold like lines of colour, and I quite like that. I think it looks quite professional and quite like a film title. This one has 3 columns, and it's a bit more in depth, as it's like only a review on one. So yeah.